The artist that I think is making the best music out right now is, of course, Skrillex. And I kind of think that if you listen to Skrillex, then by default, you don't really listen to what is kind of popular and trending. He kind of fills this void to where if he's your favorite artist or you really like the style of music he makes, it's like you need him to make it because no one else is going to make that kind of music for the people that love it. So he's fulfilling a need and providing a service to the culture. So today we're going to do something inspired by him, and we're going to be blending a couple different electronic dance music genres to kind of get what he's so good at, which is finding these little pockets between cultures and genres. So I've already got this sample kind of chopped up. If ever I'm just messing around looking through sounds and I chop something up, I tend to just save everything because you never know what you're gonna like when you come back to it later. So the original sample was kind of like this. But the one I made was this. So at 151 BPM, that has so much potential. And I might do another take where I just have one every beat like this. I'm actually gonna bring that forward. If so, not perfect. It's funny, even that rhythm is kind of a rhythm you'd hear in like dancehall music, which is probably coming from me, you know, being Jamaican. So I already know what the kick is doing, so I need to get straight to that. What kind of vibe? Dancehall reggaeton slash drum and bass slash dubstep. Virtual riot kit. I think that would be the best one, wouldn't it? Not necessarily. Shorten the snare maybe. That kick's decent. I keep forgetting we're against the clock, so we don't have time to be perfectionistic, which means I don't have time to be myself. So this is what I heard in my head. It doesn't mean that it's gonna stay like this. So it's not drum and bass, it's like, and you know what, like now you need a sound that you just wouldn't expect, like some kind of chanting vocal in the back, and the bass has got to be serious. I just want that in there. I like that. Double that for a second. Double that too. It's gotta be that. I was saving the samples for something else, but we might as well use it. We're gonna get this drill guy on a sampler. We're not gonna use it how it is. We need to make it our own. Oh, and there's one more thing. Wait. We're probably gonna start like that, to be honest. Lower octave. It's got this like, not jungle, but do you know what I'm saying? It's this weird foresty, I'd be for at night. Do you know what? Do we have crickets? We're adding crickets if we have it. Yep. So now that's percussive. That's percussion. It's not even sound effects no more. Let's put a delay on his voice. That gives you a drum and bass vibe, doesn't it? When you do it like that. Isn't that interesting? Cool, and then whatever sample this is, saturation, obviously. Analog clip isn't always the one, but I forget. You probably have to drive it a lot. Make it obviously not 100% wet and pull back the output. Let's copy that saturation to the top one as well. %. Yeah. So we need a second take of that where it's just repetitive. Okay, and this crickets, you have to stop at some point. You can't be forever. Cool, that. But then on the sampler, you have to do gate, not trigger. So when it lets go, it stops. Couple like that. Bit longer to the end, probably. can't even say if that's the right kick, to be honest. Just take off some of that. The only person I've heard flip kicks like that is Timberland, but he flipped it in a different way. But that's what my channel's all about, man. Doing stuff that's different. All right, so. All right, I said I was gonna chop this, but I'm like.
Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they.
What about putting it up? Something like that. We can try this. Sound like any little youth like in secondary school trying to spit bars for the first time. We just copy it over. We could try a redux on it. %50. We might chop it like that because that could be the other way around. 25% on the redux. I prefer it up there. Sounds like Headie one, straining his voice. I'm gonna have to chop it like that because if it's too constant, I don't get a groove. I might just automate it because I don't know the actual slices. So let's try the automation on a utility, yeah? So we get a utility on the mute button, yeah? And we're just gonna automate that. I just found the vibe by pressing the button on and off. Can copy that for now, see if you can improve it after. It needs to be chopped more. He's just talking too much. I'm battling between, do I want to hear what he's saying or do I just want to feel it? Copy it. Delay. Got a bounce, but I don't know how to. It's harder when you're trying to innovate like this and do something like trying to drill into a dancey groove. All right, we're gonna leave it like that because we need bass and drums, otherwise we will never get out of this place. Sometimes it's like I can't say what we're gonna make because you never know where it goes. We can try it at 808. It's like a fifth higher than it needs to be. Down by 7. This is interesting. This is interesting. That's what it is, right? "11 minutes. Try some hats. Sound like a build up now instead of an actual drop idea. You already know, drop the sustain. Where does that snare go? I don't like it's changing. What pattern or genre is this, bro? Quantize it in the 16th. Oh my goodness. Now we've got 2 different snare patterns in the beginning half and the second half. Add that hi-hat thing again at the end. This is what I was trying to do, yeah? This is what I heard in my head originally, but I don't know what it is. So it's hard for me to make it. I don't know what it is. I just heard it in my head. I was like, yo, we're just gonna keep adding because I can't decide. We might have to do that with this one too. You know, by the tone of my voice, I don't really want to do it, but we're gonna automate the mute button again. I don't know. It's not the smoothest because it should really be done like that with a sampler, like chopped and sliced, and then you got a nice fade in, fade out. When it's abrupt with the mute button, it doesn't make it as clean, but we are against the clock, so we keep it pushing. It's got potential, it's just confusing. We're gonna put a nice groove on this pattern, I don't know. This hi-hat can get a randomization of 5. Why did I put 2? Double the hat. That 808 just needs help. No one can hear it. Much better. I want one that does upper frequencies though. No! Pedal. So now I can hear a bit of top sizzle. You don't even want that much. Mix it in with the drums. The potential for this is crazy. Like, imagine this coming on when it's finished in the club or something. The first thing you're gonna say is, I've never heard anything like this. Like, that is the first thing you're gonna say. I think that is that is crazy potential. There's gonna be a particular kind of person that when they hear this, it's gonna connect to them and they're gonna know that they don't usually get to hear something like this too often. And then that's how you get like a new sound, and this random dude starts becoming that person's favorite artist because they're given something that no one else can give them, you know? And that's the kind of artist I wanna be. If you like this fusion of EDM and drill, then you need to watch that video on the left. That track was crazy.